In this video, I have not cleaned anything up for you. It is my realistic garage gym tour, but I'm also going to give you my top 3 budget-friendly pieces of equipment I think everyone could buy right now and get started today. Hey, I'm Kayla, I'm Fit Mom in the Garage, and this is my realistic garage gym tour. The first part of this video is what I currently have and use in my space at the moment. And the second part of the video is my recommendation on what I think anyone would need to get started with a home setup of their own. I've actually been wanting to do a garage gym tour for a while now, and it just kept getting put off, so I'm just making the video. So let's just hop right into it. The first piece of equipment that I have and use most frequently is the dumbbell rack that's sitting behind me. I use dumbbells every single day, so having the dumbbells and a rack to store it on was really important to me. This rack is from Synergy. I will make sure that everything is linked down below so that you can shop anything that you might find interesting in this video. But this rack I got from Synergy. The rack that I had before it was just a garage sale find that we found on Facebook Marketplace. It did the job, but it didn't hold enough. This thing holds everything and then some. The next thing is actually a category, and I'm putting all of our cardio equipment into one category. So we have a rowing machine, a treadmill, and an air bike. And we use all 3 of those pieces for different cardio elements. I love having the treadmill for days like this when it's raining and wet outside and I don't want to go on a walk or a run around the neighborhood. I can just use the treadmill. The rower probably gets utilized the most out of all of our cardio equipment because it is low impact or basically no impact versus running or even walking on the treadmill. Like, you're pounding your joints a little bit. The rower takes absolutely all of that out of the equation and you just sit on it and you get a good workout. I love sitting on it for 20 or 30 minutes and watching YouTube. I also love doing interval work on it, and we use it a lot for high reps training. And the last piece of cardio equipment is the bike. We actually don't have this bike anymore just because it was taking up space and we realized that we weren't using it as much as the other pieces. But we did get a lot of good use out of it. And if you're torn between a treadmill and a bike, the bike is very low impact versus the treadmill, and a treadmill is usually a lot more expensive. So I think a bike is a really budget-friendly option. So I will have ours linked down below because it is a great bike, super budget-friendly, and you can't go wrong with something that's low impact. Then we have the monster pieces of equipment, which are the rigs. We have the Major Fitness B52 Pro. It is a cable machine and a Smith machine and a rack and a pull-up machine all in one. So I love having this at home because when I go to the gym, I look for the cable machine first. I love doing workouts with cables, especially with a weight stack. That's why I have this one, because it has a weight stack on it. So you don't have to load and unload plates or change anything. You just move the pin in and out. And the next piece of equipment that I would look for when I go to a gym is a Smith machine. And this has all of it in one. It also has all of these attachments that you can put on it to do dips and landmine work. And you can even get different accessories like hooks for barbells and things like that. So having this, no pun intended, is major in our garage. We actually had 4 different machines in the garage, and so this one machine has replaced all 4 of those, which cleared up a ton of space in our garage, and I'm really thankful because it ended up clearing up all that space for the leg press or hack squat machine, which I had been wanting for a long time. I love training legs, I love training glutes especially, and so having a leg press machine that also functions as a hack squat machine is wonderful. So this is a dual purpose machine as well. You can sit down in it and use the plate like a typical leg press, but you can also take the back of this, reconfigure it a little bit, and it now becomes a hack squat machine. You can do reverse hack squats, you can do hack squats with it. It's a monster of a machine, but it is really cool, and I do like having it in conjunction with the B52 Pro and my dumbbells because it just makes workouts so much faster. Sometimes I will get on one of these pieces of equipment and do a workout on it all the way through and not use anything else. We have a leg extension machine, but it also doubles as a hamstring curl machine. That's always really nice to be able to just sit on, load up some weight, and work your quads or your hamstrings easily without having to take out a barbell or a ton of weights and load it and unload it. It just takes up a lot of time. So having the leg extension hamstring curl machine is a plus. Oh, the kids equipment, duh. We actually have some kids barbells. They're like regular barbells, just short and light. They're 5 pounds, so the kids can load them up easily and pick them up off the ground, and they are appropriate for them. We have kettlebells, ab mats, wall balls, all the things that you might want for like functional fitness, CrossFit type stuff. We use it for CrossFit and high rocks. We have 2 benches. One of them, you're able to adjust it, raise up the seat, raise down the seat, raise the back. And the other one is just a standard bench. So it's nice to have 2, totally not necessary though. And that's about it. We have a bunch of odds and ends like jump ropes and gymnastics mats for the kids. I should mention our stereo system because that is a huge part of our workouts. I like to work out to loud music. So if I'm not wearing my headphones, we have a nice subwoofer and Bluetooth speakers so we can hook up our phones and listen to whatever we want as loud as we want it. And it really keeps the motivation high. That's why I'm dancing in my videos all the time, because the music is motivating. I get asked about our floors all the time. It is like the #1 question on my Instagram for years now. And I feel bad when I tell people that our flooring is horse stall mats. You can go and buy them at Tractor Supply, but we got all of ours on Facebook Marketplace from people just around the area who were getting rid of their horse stall mats. They're cheap, they last forever. We outfitted every single gym that we ever owned with horse stall mats. Okay, so now that you know what I have in my garage gym, I want to tell you a quick story about how we got started. In 2010, my husband and I, who was my boyfriend at the time, started going to CrossFit. We couldn't really afford a full membership all the time, so we just decided to get a horse stall mat, just one. We had a 4x6 horse stall mat. We got an old rusty barbell. I mean, it was bad. The worst barbell you could ever have. We got a set of 25-pound plates. We had a dumbbell, a pull-up bar that went in between a doorway, and we started doing workouts in our living room, and that lasted for about 2 days. So we moved everything out to the garage. We made a lot of our own equipment. We made a rope. We braided a rope for climbing. We took PVC and melted it in the oven and then fed chains through it and hung it from the rafters in the garage. And those were our rings that we used. We were very creative because we were young and broke and we just wanted to get in shape. We just wanted to work out. So I tell you that story because I want everyone to know you don't need anything to get started. You need nothing to get started. You can go for a walk. You can do sit-ups. You can do push-ups. You can do squats. You can do lunges. You can do jumping jacks. You don't even need a jump rope. You need nothing to start, and you will get in shape. If you did 100 push-ups every day, you would be in better shape than you are right now, not doing 100 push-ups every day. So like I said, you need nothing. If I were to have the most ideal budget-friendly setup, these are the 3 things that I would put in my garage gym right now. Number 1, I would get a set of dumbbells. I would splurge on this one and only this one so that I have a set of dumbbells that are light, moderate, and heavy. But I would make sure that I have at least 3 different options, and I would buy quality dumbbells that I know are going to last a really long time. I have not had to update my dumbbells ever. So that's why I say I would splurge on that. Number 2 is bands. I actually didn't talk about these, but we have bands in our garage, and we have really long bands, we have really short bands. You can loop a band around a doorway and do just about any cable exercise with a band. So they're very functional and versatile in that way. And the smaller bands can be looped around your knees or your ankles and used for lower body workouts really well. Lastly, I would get a bench, specifically one that is capable of moving and adjusting the seat and the back to different heights and different levels. This way you could do bench press, seated presses, upright presses, you could do inverted work. There's so many options with a bench that adjusts and moves versus just a flat bench. And that's it. Those are the 3 things that I would suggest everyone start with, because you can get such a good workout with just those 3 things. So I will definitely make sure that I have my favorites linked down below so that you can grab those if it's something that you're interested in and you want to get started. I hope that my messy gym tour helps you in some way, gives you some ideas, and even encourages you to start now, whether you have anything or not. Thank you so much for being here. It is my goal to post 1 video every week on all things fitness, homeschool, and motherhood. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Comment below if you have any questions, and I will try to do my best to answer or point you in the right direction. And I will see you next time. Bye.